If you're gonna have a brand, this is the #1 thing that I teach, because I was getting so overwhelmed with referrals after 2-3 years, I had to hire somebody to reach out to them. I look at everything as a marketing opportunity. So step #1, rent their audience. Every one of them has a Facebook friend. I get a creative, funny video standing on the roof with them and their solar behind me. Whatever is different than everybody else. On Facebook, I would tag them and I would say, hey man, I was just with whatever their names are, you know, Cherish. She is one of the most amazing ladies you're ever gonna meet. I was in her house, she made me feel like family. I'm super happy that she went solar. Thank you, Cherish. Love you, appreciate you. Here's my number, text me if you need help. Boom, I go to the customer, I say, hey guys, I got this Facebook post, I'd like to tag you. Is that cool? They'd say yes, because they're not gonna say no. If they say no and you can't close them, then you need to overcome that objection. Super easy, but 9 times out of 10, they're just gonna say yes. What happens is how I built my business in the car business, I did this with every customer for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. Why? Because I started attracting business. You gotta establish yourself as the market expert. You gotta establish yourself as a winner. Customers are attracted to people who are winning. You've gotta figure out a way that every single customer, you get them online so people are attracted to you. Also, the coolest thing ever is you stay top of mind. So it's a referral strategy also, because soon as you tag them, it's super crazy. They're gonna see your journey forever. Now on Facebook, you don't wanna just be talking about solar. You wanna be posting things with your family, with your friends, with God, with whatever you want, man. Okay, just make it good stuff. And then people are gonna start getting attracted to that. But you gotta do it every single customer. And some of you guys have been following me for years, you still don't post every customer, and you're in sales. 2 years into me posting every single customer, I might not have won right away. I experienced this like quantum leap of my brand. Like my brand went from selling like 10 cars, like I'd get like maybe 20 referrals to reach out and I closed like 10 of them, to like I was getting so overwhelmed with referrals after 2-3 years, I had to hire somebody to reach out to them because I couldn't handle it. All right, guys, listen, our #1 goal is we're after relationships. Relationships is where money comes from. If I could become your friend because I'm friends with your friend on Facebook and they see me do a really good job and write a really good post, a creative post, a funny one, an exciting one, whatever aligns with your brand. Half the times I made fun of my customers. I was like, guys, if you've ever tried to sell a car to Johnny, man, you're a saint. This guy's freaking harder than nails. He just grinded into a pulp. Man, he's hilarious, but man, I don't even want to see him ever again. Just kidding. He's amazing, but he knows what he wants. I literally would do that with my customers. I'd just be having fun with them and like just creating a relationship with them, and their friends online would be like, dude, that is so Johnny. He's so crazy that he's always a grinder like that. You know, like you got to establish yourself in the market. And if you don't do it on Facebook, people are like, oh, I'm going to go do it on just LinkedIn. I'm like, why? Why don't you do it on all platforms? Why don't you become the expert everywhere? Okay, so your 3 customers, you should be able to turn into more. Hey, it's the Macklin Twins. Thanks for watching the video. Listen, if you want our free word track guide, 52 word tracks will teach you how to dominate sales, just text 480-780-2203. It'll teach you how to dominate. Let's get back to the video. Text us, let's go. #2, people don't really care about your whole past. They don't. You might think they do, but I got news for you. When people start talking about themselves, they lose interest in you. You need to get them talking about them. That's the goal. But I've seen sales guys walk out in car lots and they're talking about this and that, and then the customer's like, thank you, bye. And I'm like, hey, hold on, where are you going? Tell me the truth. They're like, oh yeah, that dude was just talking about himself and the product the whole time. They want to talk about them. So when I put my hand on my heart, I take a step to the side. Amateurs, they go in like this. I got to get this guy. I'm like, I don't give a I get this guy. Hey, Mr. Mrs. Customer, you want to lower your bill? Yeah, I'm out here from the energy company. I got 2 questions for you. My boss sent me over here because we just want to know if your inflation's real. They're like, yeah, we know it's real. I'm like, cool. I was down the street at these next door neighbor's house. We're saving them money. PG&E is robbing everybody in the area. What I like to do is just give you a quick evaluation. Is that cool? If not, I'll be on my way. I got a lot of appointments. But I wanted to just stop by your house real quick because I know you guys are experiencing it. Cool? They're like, oh yeah, I'd like to have that conversation. Or they're like, no. I'm like, cool, dude, I don't even try twice. I'll be honest with you guys. I'd be like, all right, no worries. Hey, when your neighbors next door get it, because I'm getting ready to go sign them up next door, and you see them lowering it, why don't you just check in with them and then get my number from them and call me? Is that cool? Later. And they're like, oh, where are you going? I'm like, oh, you want to know? Top performers don't have this mindset of they need everybody, but they want everybody and they want to take care of everybody. So it's like, you got to kind of walk the line. But as you go into this sales domain, amateurs are just like, I got to have everybody. And oh my God, let me follow up with this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. And top performers are like, listen, how about you follow up with me? I am going to follow up with you, but it's more of like a vibe that like, we know what we are doing is really special. We're trying to help you. Give us a second to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So that was really fast. or maybe you just listen slow. Make sure you disarm them, and then make sure you speak with your heart, and then make sure you know, as you have conversation with them, don't speak nerd, don't speak solar, speak people.